Hello, everybody. Let's chill here for a minute. Make sure I don't forget anything I actually need here before I head out. Because I haven't played in a day and a half, so try to recoup. I'm building, and I did log in yesterday, and I went to my village spot in the expert world, and it looks like the chaos event wasn't there, so I'm going to kind of check up on that periodically and see if it actually spawns in. Because maybe they did like a hotfix or something and they made it so if you build a village, it doesn't spawn in the chaos event. Which would be nice, because then I would actually be totally okay with restarting the village over on the expert world. Hey, what's up, Zip? And I'm going to start doing something in my expert world daily. I'm just going to start something I should have been doing from the get-go, which is collecting the 3 daily chests from the sanctums. What are the guns you're using? That's actually my next video. I confirmed it, and I got footage of it for proof, technically. All you have to do is go to the main... So, oh god, it doesn't want to load in the map, does it? I guess we'll just wait for everything to load in. So, once you do the beginner Ninjago quests... 3rd time's the charm, right? Once you complete the beginner Ninjago quests, I think after you do a couple of them, after you like learn the spinjitzu in the cave, you should be able to like leave the island without being teleported back. At that point, all of this, and here's a reminder for everybody playing, just starting the game or returning the game after a while. All of the updates to this game are cumulative, which means they're additions. They're not replacements. So this Ninjago update, a lot of people are asking, well, how do I play the original? Well, it all is the original. You just have to travel to the main map. So it's all one big world. They just added a Ninjago map. So to get the blasters, the plasma pistols, you're going to need to, if you're starting any new world, except for Sandbox. If you're on Sandbox, it's going to start you on the mainland, and it's not going to have like a bus stop or anything here. So if you play on Survival or Expert, it's going to, or even Cozy, it's going to spawn you here. But you can leave and go back and do all the other past content. That includes Star Wars, Lost Isles, all the original, you building the villages in different biomes to get different decor unlocked, all that stuff. So to get the pistols, you need to go to the mainland. You need to find any spire. Should be any spire. Like I went onto my old OG survival world, and I ended up finding an ultimate spire, and it triggered the quest line for me. So all you have to do is find a spire. Then they'll be all over the place. Just fly around on the mainland or walk around, whatever. You'll find one eventually. And once you get close, just walk up to it, get close enough so it kind of starts attacking you. And you should see... mine's already complete, but you should see the Weapons of Vengeance quest line pop up. I mean, all of the spinjitsus are good. It just depends on what enemy you're fighting, but otherwise, ice spinjitsu I like because you can run on water. But there's benefits to the other ones as well. All right, let's head over, because I believe there's a chest that you can get daily at each of the sanctums. And... what I'm more interested in, because I think you get some light materials, but I'm interested in the unknowable energies that you get out of them, because I believe they're guaranteed, and I don't know if you get, like, a few or, like, several. We'll see here, but it's something I want to start collecting daily, because unknowable energies, if you don't know, they're what you need to make any legendary honed material, which you need to make any legendary weapon. I know there's one at the Sanctum, but no, I need to find the other ones. There's obviously this one. Let's see how many. I got 2 unknowables, and I think you get books for free too. And then I might as well get the... Might as well, right? Like, we don't really need it, but I like to collect stuff, so. Because there's... I know there's one, like, near the monastery on a mountain, but there's other ones too, right? I should just mark those and then just travel them daily, because that'll be the best way to do unknowables then. I didn't realize there was even more. Mega Noons! I don't know what it is about your name. It rolls off the tongue so nicely. I love saying it. Or at least the way I say it. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's like more Megan Noons. But I always read it as Mega Noons. You say it perfect. I love it. Okay. All right, where's... I actually never collected the one here. Is it like somewhere in the back? Is it inside? I've actually never collected the chest that's in here. Or at the Lightning Sanctum. Where is it? So I know the thingy is right here. Yeah, the update has unbalanced a lot of the older content. Yo, the Nikki, how's it going? How do you get that gun? You're going to need to go to the mainland, find a spire. Once you find a spire, it will unlock the Weapons of Vengeance questline. Is the chest out here? Oh, it's right there. No, it's down there. No? Thought I saw something glowing. No, I hear it. It's in here? It's in there. Aha. I found it. I don't need your help, chat. Wait, did I not get any? No one, no. Wait, did I? I think I did. It's just not showing it. I swear I got some unknowables because I didn't get 5 off that first one. Yeah, I got 3. Okay, we're good. To the lobby. I mean, I don't think lightsabers necessarily need a buff because they never break. And if they keep, like, power creeping them with the rest of the stuff, they'll eventually... You don't want them something like that to always be the best. You just got started? Oh, never a better time to start, to be honest. Any tips on killing dragons quickest? Have a really good legendary ice relic weapon, whether that's one with an ability on the shurikens or whatever, or one without an ability that's on the blasters. And then what I've seen is having shurikens or nunchucks that have the lightning bolt ability, because what you do is you freeze the dragon, and then once the dragon's frozen, you switch to the lightning weapon, and you start building lightning affliction, and that lightning ability that it does is really strong too. It does a lot of damage, and it builds the lightning affliction really fast. And if you get 2 afflictions built up at the same time, it does like a huge burst of damage. Box head? Oh, yeah. That's a good one. You want the Christmassy one? Or Boxer? I figure you want the holiday. Doesn't this one have a style? Oh, it doesn't have a style. Wait. It has styles, but not for LEGO, obviously. Yeah, as I say, I'm down for whatever, but that's definitely in the spirit. I got to get my daily. Don't let me forget. I like the Harry Potter music when you are over here. That's actually kind of nice. Oh, I gotta wait for that one. So I gotta wait for this one? Yeah, we gotta wait for that one. How to get abilities? So that's gonna be done through your masteries tab. And then there's a couple different benches that you'll actually craft it at once you get the mastery. That's a cool skin. Wait, where does this skin come from? Where's this snowman guy? Because I need him in LEGO. Where is he? Is he in the past or something? Where is he? On the OG pass, is it? I need him. Yo, what's up, Pave? Hanging in there. Collecting some unknowable energies before I get started back. And then I might do a couple other random collections. I might fight a dragon and do a few other things to kind of collect some daily stuff. How do you find dragons? There's going to be definite spawn spots on... I think some people have like same maps, but for the most part, they're all going to be a little bit different. As far as the innards, like the shape of the island is the same, but as far as like this, because the dragons will spawn in like usually a very open area, or at least enough area that has enough room to spawn one. Like it's not going to spawn between like two really close mountains or something like that usually. So generally when you find one dragon, that's actually a spawn location. It won't be there like every time you go there, but then if you go there and relog and then walk around, generally it will pop up. The unknowable energy, you use it for making the legendary honed materials, which you use for making legendary weapons, or at least legendary Ninjago weapons. I mean, you really have to find a dragon first, so you can't just spawn it in. But once you find, like, I have a dragon that spawns, like, right here. And it might not be there now, but if I were to log out and log back in and then go there, it would very most likely end up being there. How do you refill the armor bar? Like the armor that's above, like right above my health bar now, or like the overshield, because the overshield you can only get from the earth energy stuff, or like the earth energy effects. I only got one there, but I'll take it. I could just portal. Mine doesn't spawn? Well, you haven't walked around. I mean, if you walk around the island enough, you'll find one. So the other one is over here. That I know of, anyway. So you go here, and then you go bop. And then I've got a grappler, so I'm going to skip the parkour part and kind of just... Hiya! So I know of this one. So I did this one, like... I think day one, I remember getting to this one. I think. How do you teleport? You open the map, and then you can only do it to the monastery. I think some people's worlds are bugged, but you can only teleport back to the monastery. What's up here? How do they make that seem important? It's definitely not. So let's see if I can get mine to spawn in real quick. Yeah, I saw that. That's who I was saying. I'm pretty sure some people are bugged. Tybrex is the person I saw. He can teleport to like any of his previous bus stations or villages or something like that. or both. I think it's villages. Like any of his previous villages, you could just boop. Which would be so sick for me. Could you imagine I could go to my animal villages, be like, chicken village, cow village. And it'd probably load really fast because it's so close. So the dragon's probably going to spawn like there or there. Like in this area is where he usually spawns. And you'll notice it won't spawn a lot of times right away. Oh, he did spawn right away. Do I have visuals sound? I have visuals turned off. I guess I don't need them, but they do help. There we go. Is he coming at me? Oh! He is coming at me. Why are you running? Freeze. Fire blast. Oh, fireball. Now. Oh, I got a gold relic. Who's hitting me? Ow, butthead. I got my dragon scale. Oh! Imagine that killed me. Double and a power relic. Ooh. Because I've already used one of those. Now I've got a duplicate. So, at this point, you could just log out and log back in if you find a dragon. And I'll show you. How do you get the guns? Go to the mainland, find a spire. Once you find the spire, literally just walk up to it, get it to activate, and start shooting at you. You don't even got to take it out. You don't even got to kill it. You just have to find a spire, walk up to it, and it will unlock the Weapons of Vengeance quest line. Do those quests, you'll get the dual daggers, the hammer, and then finally the dual pistols. Can you please show the village? Which village? How do you find the Storm King? So that I will show you when I get back on. There's going to be a specific village icon on your map that you need to find. It's called the Storm Chaser Village. And you need to level it up from like 1 to 10. And I think somewhere around like level 8 or something like that. That's where you essentially fight the Storm King. But there's a quest line and a light storyline to even unlock and fight the Storm King. Envies? Okay, I'll have to check. Is it on TikTok? How do you find the Lost Master Belt? You need to find the I have a video on my TikTok if someone is able to link it here over on Twitch. They're hidden underground. I don't know if you've ever found a Lost Master before, but they are very creepy looking creatures, but they burrow underground. So if you're not looking for them, you might be walking right past them all the time. But they have a bell-shaped helmet that is on their head that sticks out of the ground when they're burrowed. And you kind of just got to keep your eye out for them and your ears peeled because they don't show up on the visual radar. Even if they're technically, they make a snoring sound, but it won't show up on your visual radar to like give them away. But you can hear them and you can see their head poking out. So it's a matter of just keeping your eyes and ears peeled. Oh, you actually came from my TikTok. Perfect. I was going to say it's within the last couple days. And thank you for joining me over here on Twitch. So he's not going to spawn in right where he did the first time. He's likely going to spawn in like over there. And the other thing is, since the spawn area is so big, you almost have to, when you log out and log back in, to get him to respawn. It's not like triggering the respawn. Like, he probably will eventually, but if you sit in one spot, he's not going to spawn. Very likely, if he's spawning here, I need to leave this area and kind of go a little bit over here and then come back. And then he'll probably spawn in. You almost have to... It's weird. They won't spawn in immediately like the other creatures do. So if I fly over here... See how that... I think it's out of render distance. Once you get him to unrender, which is about 100 meters... Oh! There he goes. He spawned over there. I didn't even see him. So his spawn radius is pretty big. And you just have to, like... trigger it by, if you're already in it, you have to go out and then back in, and then if you happen to already be out of it, you just have to go back in. Oh crap. Double oh crap. So in this case, it would seem he was already out of my, like, render distance. So all I had to do is go find the spot that he was going to spawn in. Oh, whoa. Thought I was going to get hit by that one. Oh, I thought I was going to freeze him. Oh. Maybe? Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you running? Fireballs? Do a little moonwalk action here. Oh, thought he was gonna hit me. Oh. Just don't yell at me. Oh. Oh. I thought he was one hit for sure. He was 2 or 3. I got double scales off that. Let's go. Also, a reason why you want to always take out high-level enemies with a luck rune on, so that way you can have the chance to get double like I did. Technically, I could have even got double of those legendary relics. I technically could have got that to double up. Best weapon for me that I've used so far is definitely the dual plasma pistols with steel tops, opal bottoms, but I've heard good things about the crossbow. Maybe we can try that out. Maybe I'll try out some different weapon combos here and see what I like best, at least. On the plasma pistols, I have just a... I think it's just a regular... It's a legendary... ice relic. I don't think it shows the rarity of it once you apply it. Because this one's a purple one, I know, but I can't tell if what rarity I put on. I know it's either a purple, but it could have been a legendary that I put on these. I don't remember now. I still haven't even used that other power relic, I guess. I thought I did. But yeah, I did use the... Because I just got this Ice Storm relic. This legendary one recently. Because I don't have the stuff. I would have to cook up some honed stuff. But I have heard really good things about the crossbow. I imagine you'd use steel and then opal. Do dragons spawn at night? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. I don't think they don't. Wait, how are you getting the legendary relics? So they can only be found from Lost Masters. They're kind of rare, even when you can kill like probably like 5-10 Lost Masters and maybe get like one legendary relic. But they do drop purple relics too. You just can't make the legendary relics, so that's obviously what makes them special. But the dragons can drop legendary relics. The Lost Masters can drop legendary relics. And then I swear you can also from, I think it's golems or brutes. Oh, and let me go check on this chaos event too. I want to see if it's... Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to see if it's still spawning there. Can you fly the dragons? Nah, unfortunately not. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Doing well. Hanging in there. Why this specific material combo? Well, I guess opal is a little bit easier to get, but it's still way more scarce than steel is. And steel gives you tons of durability, and opal gives you an extra extra rune slot. So it doesn't matter whether you do, because for the head of the weapon, it'll cost 5, and for the base, it'll cost 1. So you might as well do the 5 for steel and the 1 for opal. So that way you're not spending 5 opal on the head and 1 steel on the handle, just to get the same stats you would have reversed, if that makes any sense. Good, good. Is the Storm King hard? Definitely. Okay, this is the second time I've come here now. Oh, nope. I was going to say maybe I don't have a Chaos Challenge. This is why I'm building in Sandbox, chat. Like, yeah, it would be kind of cool because the enemies would spawn here every time. And I don't know, like, how far they'll chase you, but, like, I don't want to build a village around this where there's always going to be enemies. Like, I think it'd be a novel idea to make it a part of the village. Like I kind of already did, but I don't know. I'm so iffy. It could work, it could not work. They'd just be... I'd have to fight it like every time I came to the village, or like hope they're not destroying stuff. But what's the best weapon for me? I mean, as far as for me, the pistols are really nice just because they have like... I've killed so many dragons with these pistols. Look at the durability on them. They are set for like probably like 100 dragon kills. Can I defeat the Storm King now? I could. I really don't want to at the current moment. Reason being, I've got some other stuff to do, and it's not at the top of my priority. If there was like different materials, but it's just all the same stuff you've always got. But yeah, that's where I'm building in my sandbox world, but that's the same. Essentially, I found the same spot on my sandbox world that I had on expert, and I'm just building there in sandbox. But that's why I'm not building there. Oh, am I full on purples now too? Jeez. Best way to defeat dragon? Plasma pistols with the new materials. So with the... It's hard to show you, but... Oh, I think I can actually show you. When it comes to the old weapons, you can use the new materials on them. So I would recommend steel for the top, opal for the bottom. This is going to give you a ridiculous amount of durability. And then you also get a third rune slot. Yeah, you could go to 4 with opal, but I recommend just take the durability. They will last literally so long, it'll make your head spin. So with these, you can still add relics. You just can't add anything that is... what's the word? You can't add anything that has an ability on it. So it has to be like the regular earth, ice, power, earth. Like there's no... you can't put an ice storm. You can't put a lightning bolt one. It has to just be a regular one, but it can be any rarity. I recommend if you can't find... If you don't luck out and find a legendary regular ice relic, then just make a purple one that's pretty much just as good. It's not going to be much different. So you wouldn't be able to add a cryokinesis because that has an ability. So you would hope to find, but I haven't even found one yet. I found ice storm and cryokinesis, but I found an earth relic. So you would want to either find a legendary regular ice relic, not ice storm or cryo, or just make yourself a, a purple ice relic. You would just take a purple ice relic and put that on. That's what I have on these. So they're ice imbued dual pistols. So they do extra ice damage. So when you're fighting the dragon, that's how I'm like toasting them every time. Legendary cryokinesis. I would throw that on like shurikens probably, because with shurikens, all you'd have to do is throw a couple shurikens, then your cryokinesis would be fully charged. Then you just mag dump the cryokinesis until it's gone, and then just throw some more shurikens until it's charged. Because what that'll do, when you're using the ability, or you're using the cryokinesis in this case, it doesn't, when you're using the ability, it doesn't take down the durability of the weapon. So anytime you're using that cryokinesis, you're saving yourself durability. So you would weave between throwing and cryo, because every time you got that bar full and you weren't, and you just continued to throw shurikens, you're kind of wasting durability because you could be using the cryokinesis. So I don't think it'll spawn right now. I think I do have to relog, but we'll just relog right here real quick, just to be sure. No, I don't have anything exactly like that, Bubba Dog. I'm more short form content oriented, but... Oh, the progress of the village? Yes. Give me a little bit. I'm doing some other stuff before I get right into the building, so I'm not building for like 4 hours straight. Sometimes I get a little zoned out and distracted, so I try to do some more interactive stuff where I do pay a little bit more attention to chat, because when I start building, I can go minutes without reading chat sometimes, for sure. Haven't I got bored? Because I enjoy building. It's the great part about this game. It's got aspects of, like, you know, survival and all that stuff, but when it comes to it, I'm a lifelong LEGO fan, and this game, even if you took out the survival open world aspect, I would still enjoy it. Maybe not as much as I do now, but I would still enjoy it just for the building aspect and the creativity part. Do you have the whole map uncovered? I mean, 90% of it. There's still, like, definitely some blotches here and there. Can you add relics to any weapon? Yes, but if they're non-ninja, so if they're not the shurikens and they're not the nunchucks, then they have to be the regular relics. Like I was saying. So if you apply any relic to like a sword or a spear, it can't be a cryokinesis relic. It can't be a ice storm relic, but it can be a regular ice relic. So like I said, the dragon will spawn over here, maybe over there. So we just kind of got to float around here for a second. See where he spawns. Oh, yep, there he is. Boom. Moved right into him, see? Usually it's a pretty good idea to fight some of the enemies in the peripheral so that way you're not dealing with them during the dragon fight, because you inevitably will. Leave me alone. He's perched up so pretty. He's just trying to chill, and then he's got people like me just literally hunting him. Whoa. That one. Oh, he hit me with a combo there. I mistimed my dodge on his jump hard. Just goes to show, even when you got really good stuff and you're only playing with ranged, you can still make mistakes. It's, I don't want to say it's a cake, like not a cakewalk. Most of the times it can be if you're obviously hitting your dodges when you need to, but you can still get goofed up pretty quick. Now, could I be making it easier on myself by using... I think I have them on me, but I just don't feel like expending the resources to make more weapons at the current moment. This one set of plasma pistols is going to last me, like, years. I don't think I ever built a new bed. It's going to spawn me, like, way, way, way over on the main island. I don't want to do Ninjago. How do I get it back to normal? So basically, once you've done the tutorial, like once you get your first spin jitsu, and then you'll know, because if you're once do enough, it's like 5 or 10 of those quests. It takes like 15 minutes, not even, to do the quests that you need to do. But you'll know that you're done with the beginning quest because you'll be able to leave the monastery and leave the island. So is this a new world for you? Because if it's a new world, I don't know if you'll have a bus station on the mainland. I imagine you would somewhere. It may be like the starter village or something that you get now. But otherwise, there's a village at the bottom of the monastery that you should be able to take to anywhere else there's an available bus station on your world. Because Ninjago Island is just off to the side from the mainland. Why is it still loading? Because like I said, my bed is like 12,000 meters away. I keep forgetting to build my bed back on Ninjago Island. So it's just going to take an incredible amount of time. It wouldn't take this long to load if my bed was on Ninjago Island. Because then it would only have to like teleport me and load stuff in that was like within a couple, like less than 1,000 meters, but when it's got to teleport me all the way across the map, it takes quite a bit longer. And I can just teleport back here, which is usually quicker for some reason, teleporting this way than it is being teleported to the mainland. Is the best element ice? I mean, not always, but it is the best against the dragon, which is the kind of the main thing. So yes and no. Where's my things? There they are. I should probably... I didn't eat the pie either. That was a mistake. He should still be there. There's a chance he'll despawn, but I think he'll still be there. Can you put the shurikens in the legendary? No. So with the shurikens, the forge is for the legendary forge is for rifting things to make them legendary. And you can just flat out make legendary nunchucks and shurikens. Oh, yeah, I should have made a bed. I'll just make it here. Worst case scenario. If I have materials for one. And you see why I never make a bet? I'm so forgetful in this game with things like that. I'll talk about it and then forget it literally 4 seconds later. No. Did I not put damage on that? Oh, it's the wrong one. My pretty bed. That's how I get my beauty sleep. You have to have a really pretty bed. Alright, the dragon, I think, despawned. Because he would have been walking around here. So I'll just log out and log back in again. I have noticed that the dragon despawns a lot of times if you die to it. I don't know what that's about. It must be a distance thing. Like if you get too far away from it. That or he's walking around over here, but... Yeah, it's okay. We'll just log out and log back in. I need to also, at some point, go back to my main base and cook up some more food, like pizza, for the crit. And then, I don't know how I'm doing on pumpkin pies, but that could also be helpful. Because right now I'm running a pretty risky combo of charms. And that actually reminds me, I want to see... I wonder if running crit chance over... Because I'm not trying to do... Like, freezing him's not that big of a deal. Right? It's more about the elemental damage. So I think if I went with 2 crit charms would probably be better than Amplifier. Because Amplifier is just going to make him freeze faster, not do any more damage. Because I don't think the Amplifier does more elemental damage. I think it just says it builds up the affliction faster. Jirachi, I'm playing solo today, and as I do most days. Tiebreaks with a 7 streak? Let's go. What's the best pickaxe? Generally, because I don't think you can't even use the new materials to make tools, which is kind of odd to me that you can't make like a bamboo forest axe or pickaxe or like opal or any of that. You can only use it for the weapons, which is kind of interesting. I almost wonder if that's a bug. Like, if, like, to me, I'm like, why would they disinclude the tools? Like, you wouldn't, it's not like they'd make them too powerful. Like, look how powerful they make the weapons. The logic doesn't work both ways. Do I need to max out the village in the Lloyd's, in the monastery, basically? I don't think you need to, and I don't even think there's any rewards for it, but maybe it'll play more of a role into part 2 or something like that. Oh, it's taking forever to log back in. But generally for best pickaxe or forest axe, I would just go with like sapphire gold. Here we go. For my pickaxe, or even just like sapphire iron. Reason being is I don't even think you need 4 slots for those tools. See how I went away a little bit and it spawned him in? Yeah, eat my pie and I'm not going to be like literally one shot. I don't know how I missed that dodge. That was the easiest one to hit. So, like, freezing him's not, like, amazing. Like, it's not bad, obviously, but it's not like it's doing more damage. Freeze. Oils, get my stiff. How do you have much damage? Here's my steel. So it's steel on the top, opal on the bottom. A purple ice relic, damage 3, durability 3, luck 3 is what I recommend. The recipe for the plasma pistols, you go to the mainland, you need to find a spire. All you need to do is walk up to a spire and it'll unlock the Weapons of Vengeance quest line. Yeah, I've used at least 1 or 2 of my legendary relics, but I probably found like half a dozen so far. What's up, Brickenstein? How you doing? How we doing? How we doing? 6, 7. Did I say that? Why you leave the game? To get the dragon to respawn. So when you have a dragon that you find and you want to farm it, after you defeat it, just log out, log back in, and then you kind of do a little bit of a circle in the area that it spawns, and it'll basically force him to spawn again. Logging out and logging back in is not my favorite method at all to do anything in any game, especially LEGO Fortnite. That usually takes a good 1 to 2 minutes to do that. It's so, like, right now I'm going to do this, like, this will probably be the last time. I just want to do a couple dragon runs per day and kind of farm up. I know technically I could do oils a little bit faster if I were to farm the chaos events, but I do like the idea of at least getting a huge stack of dragon scales to start. I always say you never know what it's going to get used for in the future. So I bet this dragon will either spawn in the same spot or kind of further back. We'll see. It's been spawning in the same area today. Honestly, I've been doing pretty well with just this, but what would work well is when you have a spot that you know a dragon to spawn in, just build jump pads all over the place. See, there we go. Because then you can just go from jump pad to jump pad and kind of just fly around. Whoa. The ninja betrayer said, I'm coming in. See, I wonder if I could... Oh, he won't even take fire reflection. That's right. Oh, I was not paying attention. Oh, last one was kind of close. I know he's resistant, but those other ones burnt out. I don't even feel like waiting for him. I guess I'm going to. Oh! Can we not? Boom. All right, let's head back to the monastery. We'll throw everything up, and then it's time to get building again, which I've been thinking about it. I'm about this close in my head to redoing the building that I started. I maybe do want to make this one more symmetrical because it's not working the way that I'd like it to work. We got 45 gold ritual oils. It seems like a lot, but it's not. And I know, like I said, I should probably do some more chaos event or chaos challenge farming, but just haven't got around to it. I swear, I don't try to fight any one type of enemy over the other, but I seem to just find lightning and ice energy much less often. Well, I don't, like, I want to make something non-symmetrical too, but at the same time, the centerpiece kind of lends itself a little better to that. So let's log. Oh, now we're logging over to a different world for reals. Did you do the chest system? I'll have to do another simple shelf chest tutorial. It's probably common knowledge for a lot of people, but I got to remember there's a lot of people just joining the game again too, or playing for the first time. So we're going to this one. What were those guns I had? Those were the dual plasma pistols, and you get them. You need, once you kind of finish the tutorial ninja missions, you'll be able to leave Ninjago Island and go back to the mainland, over to the side, and over there you just got to search around until you find one of those big spire things from the Daigo update, and all you have to, you don't even have to fight it, defeat it. You just have to walk up to it and get it like activated and have it start like shooting at you, and then it will give you, I don't think I have the quest here because I'm in sandbox. I don't, yeah, it'll be the, it's a quest line called the Weapons of Vengeance. But yeah, I think I am going to redo this. And I wish that the jump attacks weren't broken, but I swear they don't do the same thing sometimes. Sometimes, like, they don't be hitting the ground sometimes. So I know we spent a decent amount. Oh, whoa! Did I just, like, rocket ride on a piece that I broke? How did I get here? Well, that piece, that piece isn't going to go away until I relog. I hate that. See, I don't get why sometimes it just doesn't break. So that didn't break the floor below me. I guess I could explode it too, but then all the pieces would go flying. So I don't get why it breaks some things and not others when I do that jump attack. Does doing a sprint attack work better? No. Bananas are going to be on the Lost Isles. So, like, again, all the like, here, I'm going to, like, pretty much a new sandbox world, so there's not much explored. But I could find my Lost Isles anyway. That's Star Wars Island. Where's the Lost Isles? Oh, there they are. I already hovered over them. So they're not going to be there for you, necessarily. But you should have a bus station going there already without having to build one. The Ninja Betrayer Masters, they're just going to be around the map kind of randomly, but also at the numbered locations, and then any other of those chaos challenges that you run into. Once you know what they look like, too, because like they have even a different marker for the visual radar. But they're pretty much all over. Just make it your mission to go farm some bamboo and kozu stone, because you're going to need it anyway. And while you're doing that, I bet you find one of the betrayers on accident. Come on. Oops. I guess I could keep... oh, I'm going to change the shape of this building, I think. So I think if I make this square... See how it's like not quite a square. It needs to be a little bit longer going that way. I think if I make this bottom piece more square, I'll just build a symmetrical square building, kind of like I was on top of it. So I don't have to get rid of everything, but I do think I should make some adjustments to this side and bring it out. Because the only thing I was more worried about is like having no room here. Because I think I need to bring this out another 8 spaces or something like that in order to get it the same length as the other side. I'm almost positive. I think that's what I ended up being short, because if I look at the pattern... Yeah, okay. The good thing is, like, it seems like a lot of backtracking, but the thing is, once you kind of know what you're doing and you know, like, you kind of realize what you don't want to do, undoing it and redoing it doesn't take nearly as long as the first time you did it. All right, so then we went back to the window. So if I can just match it to the other side, that'll be just as easy. The window. And then just a single wall and then the corner. So you still take... I don't even have to mess with this. I can leave this. It's enough room. It's not as much room as I would have liked there. But I guess I could put a corner piece here? Can't I? Nah. 6, 7. No, Zeppelin with the literal 67 bits. 6, 7. Damn, once I relog that piece, and apparently that piece. Those are like ghost pieces. They'll go away when you log out, though. How to get gold? That's going to be on the Lost Isles, and I think there's another place that they just kind of recently added it to. Did I do all this right? Dun, 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 dun. So this one would just go... Hey, relax. Oh, I might have to let him out. I hear you, buddy. Here. It's doggy time. He's been... Oh, it is getting... As soon as the sun starts to set, he gets hungry. Give me a minute. I can go feed the dogs. Look at my broken piece in the back. Oh, rip. I was muted. And TikTok ended. Damn it. I lose at everything. See, that time I actually was AFK. TikTok wasn't tripping. Sorry, anytime I have to go AFK for a random reason, like the dog's barking for food, I usually end up muting. And then because the dogs are, for me, because Bones gets pretty antsy around food time. So I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what? I wonder. Well, that was the 16. What about over here? Okay, I wasn't sure if I could get away with using less pieces. This building should be symmetrical now. Yes, that back corner lines up right with the middle. So now this building is now symmetrical. It's what I should have started with, but here we are. Okay, now we start a building that's symmetrically placed. From the back, we're gonna go 8. Yeah, get the likes up again. Epic is a snoozer, so he's a loser, and he let the live go down. All right. Where's my walls? And I don't think I'm gonna do the big fancy ones. I feel like that wasn't working well for what I was doing. But maybe I can, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to still kind of experiment with some stuff here. Let's go plain walls, and we'll just get our shape going again. Because I can't have it be that big, because otherwise the corner is going to go in. So I think here we go 8. 8. Corner, corner. And then it's 2 of these. And an 8. And a corner. 2 of these. And then 8. There we go. That's the ticket. So, I think we just keep it simple for now. Because I do... Here, let me see what that ends up looking like with my pieces sticking out like the way I did. I definitely still want to use this idea. I like the way these pieces look too much. That, and I think it's just going to make a super killer effect. That's not centered, but... So if I go there, I can still fit a window between those two. And then what is it? It means this should be a 16. No, it's just short. It's so hard to tell. I need to count this. It's 8. It's what? 14 spaces. So then that would be here, right? With 8 in between. Right? Yep. As long as one of those can't fit, we're good. Thanks, honey. Oh, could have left that there. 8. 1, 2, 3. this one goes 8 away. I really like the idea of this design, so we're gonna run with it. I think I can just line it up with those other ones now. There we go. All right. I think that's gonna work really well. Because I can put doors in this a lot easier now. Do you think I put doors in the center? I think that'll end up being the move here. Is there a dark door? You think the dark red door would work better here, or should I just go with the bright color scheme? Because I decided against mixing the dark red and the light red here, because I think there's even... Isn't there these pillar pieces that I'm using in dark? Yeah, technically, what are these? Are those... No, those are just bright red. Oh, no, we do have dark red ones, but then they don't have the white lines. I'm kind of curious how that would look. Here, it's... How would it look if I use the dark red as accents? It's less white. And it's hard to tell in this lighting, but how do you think... What do you think? Should I go with these ones all around or the ones I've been using? It's hard to tell. Because there's no other variation, right? Yeah, it's just this one. Because I like these ones because it still gives like a little slit of light through it. And you get more white color. What am I building? A start of a village. It is in sandbox, but it's all for fun for this one. How are y'all finding the dragons? There should be spawns like essentially all over the map. I guess I can make like other buildings the darker red if I wanted to. So I'm not going to be able to put two of these side by side. Like two windows. I will have to go with a bit of a pattern unless... No, if I put those closer. Fast tutorial for the chess system. Very fast. Take any 2x2. Let me build a floor, otherwise I'm just fighting against myself. There. Take a 2x2 wall. Pick your chest, doesn't matter. You can technically build these closer together if you go from right to left. We're just going to do that. Then we're going to put our second one there. Now we're going to go to floors, and we're going to literally find any floor. Doesn't matter. And you're going to... Oh, sorry. From the beginning, you're going to take the piece, look at this pillar, and you notice the higher you look, the higher it goes. The lower you look, the lower it goes. But it's right now, it's inside, so we're going to need to use the nudge feature to nudge it outwards. So now it's connecting. If you pull it too far, it will float and it will disconnect. So you need it just connecting to the side. And now when you look up and down, you can see exactly where you can place it. And then from there, technically you could just go with this one at that point. Just snap another one going out. And then you obviously have to figure out your spacing for different floor pieces. There's not always going to be the right spacing. So for like here, I think you got to go with like a couple of those and what up. Oh, wait, how do I have this off by one space? Oh, it's because of the weird spacing here. So technically this would just have to pop over there. But then you've got your Second row. And you can start placing. Why is jump attacking so broken? I just want to break my... I don't know if they did that to, like, quality of life for builders so we're not accidentally breaking our stuff, but damn, it's annoying. I could also go further out on these. Because then I could at least add a little bit of white trim to the sides. Isn't there a door that's like that, though? Has a little more side to it. So I guess there's the double door. That's a 16. I think I like that a little better. Because then on this side we can do windows, which I'm not sure. Because I'm not going to use the same windows we used on the bottom. I think we use... There's not as much white on these ones, which is what I don't like, but we are going to be using some other white pieces in between them. Because, yeah, here we've got, like, the perfect setup to go, like, this, and then we just fill it in. Like that. Oops. I guess I could alternate the way these all face, but I haven't been worried about it. Does the fish farm still work? I'm not 100% sure. What do we think? Because I'm probably going to repeat this for 1 or 2 stories and make this, like, a little repetitive going up. Like, obviously, I'm not going to make, like, each floor different. But... Because I don't want to use a curved front either, because then there's, like, not many roof pieces that go the curved way, so to speak. All we have is, like, this that goes that way. If I want to do a, like, not a straight building, essentially. Because I just realized this balcony is actually not going to be able to go out as far as I'd like it. I would have to, like, end the... Actually, I still could design that into it where, like, the balcony ends here. And it really only sticks out right here. Isn't that what I did before? I think that's what I should do again. I guess I kind of just have to build up the first layer and then see what it looks like. How do I keep losing? No, using that one. Like I'm losing my walls. I like that. I actually really like that so far. Okay, now... I think we just go up. Now for the second floor, I don't know if I should do the windows and door exactly the same. Oh, this is like, oh, there we go. I could snap up. Perfect. Like, we see the vision here, right, chat? So I guess I could alternate between, like, two different types of windows if I'm going to do a few stories here. Like, I could go to, like, this one and then back to those after. Or we could go to, like, these. Because these are still different from those down there. Right? And then here, I think what we do is, I don't do a door here. We do that. And then like that. Or do you think I should do a different window? That could be a good one. Because then I'm not using the same... These are not exactly the same, but they're very similar to those other ones. What about this one? I guess let's fill it in. That'll also kind of help bring out the overall look. I guess it makes sense to have a door there if I've got a balcony thing there. Maybe I make the door on the second level? Actually, it kind of makes sense to have doors going out to the balconies on each level, right? Because if I'm going to have, like I said, I want to have like a little... Oh, is that going to get in the way if it's that low? No, it shouldn't. Oh, wait. Oh, that does kind of goof with it a little bit. I wouldn't be able to make it go out that far, or I have to have it raised. Well, I guess all I would do is replace that. Then do that. Oh, wait, no, then that would be higher. No, it'd still be good. No, it's higher, yeah. Is this cheating, being able to fly? No. Then I'm playing in sandbox mode right now just to do some fun building, because this spot in my expert world is... I don't want to say broken, but... it ain't exactly working. How am I going to get it? Does that other piece have more leeway? I think it does. Yeah, I think this piece gives me just a little bit more room at the bottom there to place stuff. At least it appears to. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. It lines up. It just... this one now, I just don't need it to go out 2 spaces. So, what we're going to do... is, I think we go around with the fence. No, because if I go around with the fence first, it's going to have gaps. I do need to put a floor piece down. So we're going to do 8s first. Like that. Because we can't do a full 16, and then we'll just switch to 16 by 2s. Just do 3 of those. And then, because I don't want that tan showing, I think the little trick of hovering it should work off the edge like that. Now that's obviously going to be too long. Is that exactly in the center? No, it's not. Yeah, there we go. I think that's fitting the bill. And I still haven't decided if I want to do fancy corners like I was doing. It was taking up a lot, not necessarily resources, but like I'm sure memory. And it's not like I still couldn't do it, but I think it is a bit repetitive, and I don't know if it added much. It's a little bulky. I should probably look for a less bulky option than that if I want to add some pizzazz. Plus, I have to remember, I've got wall deco, and like this, maybe not so much, but like I've got little accent pieces that I can throw on these if I want to make them a little nicer. I'm also, what else do I have for supports? Let's look back at those. This way, yeah, lighting usually comes last. Yeah, let me also make it daytime. That'll help. But usually I'm not too concerned because lighting, it all depends on the rest of the build. I don't want to commit to lighting because I haven't even committed to the correct walls that I'm using at the end of the day. Well, what else could I use for pizzazz for those corners? Because these are nice, but they just take up a lot of space. What if I reversed them? Because that was an idea I had too. What if we just did them backwards? I think it would give it even more depth. Like having that in each corner. Because now I do have room to add more of the tan from the Daigo. Because I can add the wall decos with this spacing that I have on this build now. I should have... Yes, a lot more room to hang some stuff if I want to. Well, maybe not with those in the way, but... Because I definitely want to do these pretty much... I don't know if they can fit going all the way around. I guess I could like alternate the height. Nice home. Thank you. We're working on it. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'd have to... I liked it on my other... I'll use it in another spot, but this build... Especially kind of while we're getting used to the new parts. Kind of keep it more simple. Because these could work too, but they're not corners, so you gotta face them one way or the other. Could use these. I guess that's a little bit nice. Yeah, I like that better than just the... Yeah, I think those smooth it out a lot better, don't you think? Just the plain red cornered pieces. And don't forget, I gotta move or change out those support pieces that I got in place right now. We want these ones. There we go. We're on our way to a beautiful build. Still can't decide. Do we like it? I think I should do it that way. It's like more of a distinct tan. Yeah, I thought I'm going to change all of these. Okay. I would always have the dot facing out, but I'm kind of realizing the line is a little bit better. Or should I just like swap it up? Should I kind of just like make it random? I don't know. What do you guys like better? The dot on the top or the line on the top? Destiny's Bounty? I could try. I'm not like the biggest Ninjago person, so I'd have to look up a lot of references. I'm also wondering if I could add a little more depth to the build if I popped all of these out by a space. What do you guys think about that? I need input. Oops. How did I break every piece but the one I wanted to? It's coming together. Yeah, I think I should definitely... I don't know. I can't tell. Do I... I think it definitely gives more depth if they're out. Did I already have that one out? No, I didn't. Why is it so hard to tell? Oh, I won't be able to pop it out there because of the thing, but that's okay. a few of them is not going to make a difference. It does make a gap in a few spots too. Like near the window, I don't really mind if there's a gap. Like, cause it makes a little bit of a gap on the side, but honestly, that I'm not too worried about. But like there, I don't know if I want a gap there. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Innie or outie? How did you do the platform? Like which platform? The main base of it? I honestly think I could do something like, instead of popping them outwards, I think I'll just do like wall decor on them. I don't think this would be overdoing it too much. Although, oh wait, is it going to be a weird... it's a weird distance. You see, like, I'll show you. It's not all 2x2s are created equally. Or all pieces in general that look like they're the same. Well, I guess that one is... They did build that out to be the right... Oh, no, that's why I see it. There, I'd overlooked it. You see how up top it's the same 2x2, but down here, you see how this middle part is thinner? If I go to this side now, you can't see that one at all. But if you go here, you can see that this one's a little thinner. So the grid is not lined up correctly to take this piece here. It's either going to be too far or too close, no matter what. Even if I flip that piece around. Funny enough, is for some reason, that works. It's connecting barely. What am I trying to make? Pretty much a giant Ninjago village. This is just the first build. I can't talk to Cole and find the Air Sanctum. Have you gotten to that quest that tells you to do it yet? Can I snap onto that piece? Quite possibly. Maybe. Okay, I guess not. The platform? I couldn't really... It's just walls, floors, and... half walls, rather. Stairs and some other stuff from the new Battle Pass. Just replacing these walls so the other piece is sticking out. Maybe on the doors I can keep... Nah, I kind of like the uniform of it. Okay, please. Those are all the same now. These ones, I still gotta change out a couple of them. And I missed. And I missed. I swear I used to be able to aim this so much better. Like, be so much more precise. Wait. I thought I had that too far back. What am I doing? Why does it snap it there? I know it looks like I'm just putting the same piece back, but I'm just flipping this around so that rounded stud is on the other side. Do I do a third? I think it would look cool with like 3 of these at least. Don't you guys agree? See, now it's just really easy. Now that I know what I want, making each floor is super simple, especially with a repetitive one like this. It's all a matter of figuring out what you want and how you want it, and then after that, things get pretty quick. We'll do that going all the way around. And then I think we'll do like another floor or two that'll be different from these 3. I want a ninja bed. Teach me your building skills, please. Lots of trial and error. Ask chat, how did I start stream today? By basically demolishing what I had done the previous 3 hours the day before. And kind of fine-tuning it. Lots of fine-tuning. That's for sure. I don't just like... You know, I'd love to be like Ricky Bobby and just piss excellence, but there's a lot of trial and error to it. Oops. So I think up here we kind of do... Oh, I know. Wait, I got it. I got it. So here we got like a triple stack, right? But then... what we also do is this one. We go like this. Stay with me, chat. Stay with me. We did that the wrong way. This piece is the wrong way. I just noticed. Stay with me, chat. Stay with me. Do we do the same one? Or for this one, I could do a different one because we're not going to connect those ones. So really, these ones could be the different ones in the corner, like that. So those ones different. Yeah, I think that is smoother, like that. because then what we're going to do, these ones are going to be separate balconies down here, right? Separate balconies. We're following. And then this one up top be one big one that wraps all the way around. That's how we'll change up the repetitiveness. And also now we're high enough where we're plenty, we can go over the front of that little curved thing. We just couldn't do it on the first level. And I don't think it would have made sense to do it on the second level, but up here, that's the ticket. See, we got it. Oops. Damn it. Did it twice. Click too fast. Yeah, all the builds I'm using right now are from the LEGO Pass, and if there's any exceptions, they'll usually let you know. There's some of the stuff from Daigo's domain that I'm going to be using. You'll see it's I've used some of it on the bottom. These little, what do you call them, streamers, decorations, those are from Daigo, or Daigo's, that's what it's called. Blue lightning ink from the lightning temple, because there actually will be no level 6 events for lightning because you get it from the lightning sanctum itself. Those should go out. Yes, they go out the same way. And then on here, since it's so red, we're gonna use one of these on this floor to break up the, give it a little more color just for that floor. Or should I keep it all red? I don't know. I just thought about adding the white there. Because then back up here, I could go back to the dark red. I don't know, I'll keep it the same. I kind of like it. Dark red, dark red. Now here, up here, we do something a little different. We can do a big door, big door. Big door? Big door. And then at the top, I think we add the... Do I just keep this window pattern going, or do I maybe re-add those windows finally? Like back up there to the top level? No, I think it'd just be better if I kept doing what I was doing. Just switch between these two. Did I put that piece backwards again? I did. Wait, how do I do... Is the snapping? So I did it wrong for that one too. Oh, it's because that one's wrong. I swear the snap was reversing it or something. Oh, I placed... Oh, this piece, we still have these forward. Rip. Hilarious. That makes a whole lot of sense. Why things were kind of goofing up there. Nope, other one. There we go. Now things aren't goofy. You're in creative? Yeah. Most of the time I'll be in my expert world. The only reason I'm not in my expert world is because the spot that I'm building in my expert world is essentially, I don't want to call it bugged, but in my expert world, I have this exact beautiful location. Problem is, right here, a chaos challenge spawns, and I can't get rid of it. I admire players that can make custom builds. I'm not creative at all. I think everybody's a little. It's a lot of, because I feel like I'm, from my perspective, I don't feel that creative. I just have a lot of passion to, like, it's like creativity is more of like repetition. You just keep trying at what you want to create, and eventually you just get a little bit better. Because I think everybody's got the creativity. It's whether you've got the, like, almost like pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep kind of going until you can see some improvements. And not everybody improves at the same rate. I think that's also something. So some people might burn out or call it quits, even though they haven't hit their potential yet. So we're just going for base. We're going to do the inside too, but we got to figure out the outside. That will be the best way to try to do this. Oh yeah, didn't I want to, I guess, let's try that on for size now. It does add a lot of extra pieces, but it does give those a little more oomph to them. What do you think? With or without those pieces I just added? I think with adds a little bit more. See, and that's the other thing. It's like, you kind of start with something. Like, I didn't start with this. I didn't just puke this out, you know? I had an idea. I built for like 3 hours a couple days ago on stream. And then today I actually deleted and went back. Like, the only thing I kept was a little bit of this bottom floor. And basically erased 3 hours worth of work and thought processes to smooth it out, just because I thought I slept on it for a day. And I was like, you know what? I think this will work a little better. And if you have the patience, like I was talking about earlier, like the perseverance to have the patience to kind of struggle through the hard parts where you're making mistakes, you eventually find yourself at a spot where you're much more happy, which that's where I'm at today. Thank you, Zep. Thank you. Thank you. But I like the way that looks. So what we're going to do here is on this floor, instead of just doing another single balcony, because I kind of I'm going to think about these as like little apartments or something. I might even like build some sort of like split, so that way it is almost like 2 apartments going up each that has their own. I guess it would be 4, because in the back I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm probably, I guess I could. trying to think, because I don't necessarily need doors going out every which way. But if I don't have a door, why have a balcony? So I'm trying to think about what I should do over for this side. Because I think this would be an odd room to be in if you just had door, 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 door all the way around. Unless, like I said, I figured out a way to, like, split up this into, like, 4 bedrooms, essentially. I could also alternate and have, like... No, because again, if I don't have a door, why have a balcony? And what, you know what else is, I don't even think I want doors here. I should figure out a different, there's no good arches for this, really. Wait, let's, the wall, oh, what's this? Monastery wall arch. Can I walk through that? I think this is the move. Because I don't like these doors. They're too... Like, there's too much repetition to them. I kind of like the idea of it just flowing out like that. I think it looks better than the door, ultimately. Here's the thing. If they fix the sandbox or the what is it? And I'll keep a door on the bottom level, I think. Cuz that kind of makes more sense, having a door at the, these are more like residential type things. But I won't build the exact same thing, but if they fix the problem that I'm having in my expert world, I may come back and... Because they're also probably going to release more builds. And if I end up slamming through this build over the next week or something like that, because I do intend on building like over there and over here and all over the place. This is going to be the main centerpiece to the build, or to the village. But otherwise... Yeah, maybe I would. I think it will look... If they're not doors, it'll be a lot better. It'll pull off a lot better. But I may build a second village here. Maybe if they add like a really different kind of... But then I'd just be kind of building similar buildings in similar spots. But maybe I finish this village, or... It's hard to say because I don't know what kind of builds they could hypothetically be. So will they match? Will they clash? Would it be better to do, you know, maybe I find out that it's almost like completely different in contrast, and maybe I make a village on expert where it's like, this is land that's like being fought over or something, and I can have like a split down the middle, or one side is one kind and the other side, maybe they give us, you know, these in the shop, because we don't have these builds at all. These, like, with these blues and these greens. Maybe they give us these, and I can have some sort of... Because I am going to destroy that for this village's purposes. But maybe they give us a contrasting green build, and then I could do, like... You know, I could do a mix where it's, like, kind of spotted, where it's, like, every other building is, like, a different color. Or I could do, like, one side green village fortress, over here red village fortress, and it's, like, the story of people who have never been at ease with each other. But I think I like that a lot better. It breaks up the door. if there's a more efficient way to do this. Hello? Oh. It's on like the reverse. Cool. Got the corner figured out. Now we can go back through with 8s. Try to keep all the grain going the same way, even though I'm not going to be able to. I guess I probably could find a different piece. Maybe there's like a smaller square. Oh yeah, like technically something like that could have saved me, but eh. Oh yeah, this has to pop out too, so we gotta get rid of that guy. Go to this one. Right? Yeah. And then another one goes right next to it. Oh, of course, it's going to be silly. Right? Right. Right. Actually, we can go with... Oh, wait. Can I use longer ones? I was about to, and then I stopped myself. Oh, that one needs to go there, so it just needs to be a little bit shorter. There we are. Now we can continue that around eventually. We'll get there. I'm just doing the parts I can see from the front. And that went backwards. How does this piece keep going backwards? I think when I snap it, it reverses it. Oh, that's wrong level. Hello? Why are my controls so backwards? Oh my god. There we are! Oh, and I never replaced these guys. Let's do that real quick. Boom. So I just need a 12, right? Oh, there is no 12. RIP. Oh wait, that's too far. Needs to be even shorter than that. Oops. What was that? I think it was a spinjitzu canceling. And yeah, what I like to do for this to get the spacing as best as possible is we know it's all symmetrical here. Oh, TikTok's yelling at me. Captcha. Boom. So start from the outside and move your way in, and you'll see the exact amount of piece. So you have 2 space gap, which is actually perfect. So what we'll do to fill that is we'll just do that there, and now our gap is gone. The only thing we got to deal with is that piece that doesn't want to snap. Or you could have them in the middle. If you wanted to, you could reverse this, which actually might be better. It might, maybe that tickles your fancy a little bit more. You could go these ones. What do we think? These ones and then like 2 in the center, or more on the spread out. There's really no wrong answers. Now I am considering adding these, but they're not necessary, but they add more depth, kind of like I did down on these ones when you look at it from below, because you get a lot of the it's a lot to look at as far as like the bottom, and I like to try to cover that up best I can. But the thing is, which I'm just realizing it, these pieces, should I try just going back to the ones I use? Because I like that these are different. They look nicer and more supportive for the corners. However, here's the upside to switching it. So let's go back to kind of the OG ones we were using. The good thing about these ones is that piece, or that, see how just like the blockiness of it lines up with each other better? Whereas these other ones, see how they taper off towards the top? So when I do this, it doesn't have that same consistency of the shape going across. Yes, I've been putting it off. I need to, the reason I'm putting it off is I had bubble mailers being delivered here. They clearly got misdelivered because I never got them. So part of me doesn't want to reorder another giant thing of stuff and potentially pay more because I haven't even had a refund process yet. It's been annoying me, but I will try to get on it sooner rather than later. Well, what do we think? Do we think I think that actually does look a little bit better. I like the way these ones are different, but I think it's just going to flow better, especially with these other supports that I have in mind. Because now I can go across and fill up all those gaps, and it will look a lot nicer from the bottom. I'm positive. that right? See him from the bottom. Which is the less of those weird colored anti-studs you see, I think, the better. And now, yes, I still have to build the entire back. But that's easy, especially now that we know what we want. Because we still haven't even replaced these. Oh, jeez. Oh, did I even... These ones aren't even in the right spot. These ones should be in the right spot. Just to make it easier, because these ones gotta go. There and there. Let's get this whole first level done, and then we can just build it going all the way up. I'm gonna complete the rest of this part because I think we're pretty solid on this. I don't think I'm making any changes here at all. See, and then even down here, we don't need doors everywhere. We can have no doors in the back. So back here, all we're gonna do is... I think we either take that same window or we just go with this one in the back. Oop, wrong one. Did I use the wrong one over there too? I did. I want the red, not the dark red. All right. Boom. Let's get the rest of this done up. Oh. Oh yeah, it ended up doing, I think these are in, wait. Did I have that in the right spot? I swear I don't. Yeah, because these are supposed to go here. And then these go on the outside. I forgot I ended up changing it up at some point, and I don't think I ever reversed this side. All right, now the easy part. Oh yeah, that one we replace. That one. Boom. that other door thing? It was down here, right? That thing. Yeah. That's what I used over there, right? Yep. And then for this floor, it gets used. And then we can go back to that window. And then here, I got it. We're going to go same window. Same window. And then here, I think we're just going to go with a plain wall. And I'm going to put like some wall decor on it, basically. You'll see. It'll be pretty chill, dude. I just go with that. Wasn't there a better? There's one of these. It's got like lines on it. What do you think? Lines on? Oh no, it's this one I like using better. There we go. Use that one there. And same one right there. And now back here. I think I just... Wait, how much space do I have if I get rid of all of that? What about that? Do we like that? Is that solid? I thought it was pretty solid. Thornstein, you gotta realize a lot of us probably aren't familiar with it. Especially me. That'd be me calling it something weird like that. How's it looking? Oh, I think I like it. I think I like it, chat. We still got a little bit of work to do, but I think I like it. I think I like it. Oh, my leg. Oh, I forgot to do the corners here. Aha. Oh, floors are fun. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, 'cause it's a different piece. That makes sense. Okay. I just haven't filled in that part yet. I'm like, why does it feel so off? Where'd you get these supports? They're from the Ninjago Battle Pass, the red ones. I gotta do the other patios on the other side, but... Oh, yeah! Yeah, I'm in creative for this build, which normally I'd be playing in my expert world, but I'm having some issues with the chaos events ruining the area I want to build in. But otherwise, I guess with the flying fish sandwich, you can fly within your village limits. So you actually can fly in expert mode, but just in your village with the flying fish sandwich, and it's basically used to build. And I don't know how I'm going to do the interior yet. I'll figure it out. Like, I have a floor here to break up in to this. But I still have to kind of figure out. And it's almost better that I left the floors. Because if you do if you just cover the floors, like this one I kind of had to do. But if I need to get a stairway coming up into this room, and then it's better that I didn't do the floors because essentially I can, is that right? Hold on. Just want to check something. Is that the same height? It looks like it's the same height. Sometimes it's a little goofy with the floors that I do them the way I do, but now I can basically choose a nice free open spot, like say here. And then I can build my floors around this stairway instead of trying to break it up after the fact. Why does this kind of look like Fortnite? It's LEGO Fortnite. That's why. Same engine. Now, actually, for this one, do I use... What are they, like super tall doors? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Hold on. Give me the big door. Give me the big doors. It won't match as much. I don't know. Is that too zesty? Because that would make... I want to make this one taller. And I guess I could just use half walls. Because the color of this wall, or these doors, doesn't match. It's very dark. And I think it uses red, but it kind of goes off from the color scheme I've been using so far. Okay, so I think we keep the doors as is. However, what I think we do for this building specifically is we make it a half wall taller. Don't want to use that. Oh, I don't even have... I guess I could use different corner pieces here too, because if I use I don't have any of these to use. Do I have any windows that are short? I don't, of course not. Gold in the game is going to be on Lost Isles. Yeah, Zeppelin's got you covered. Yo, what's up, Ryan? Just saw you there. Because I do want to make this top part taller. So I can put a roof. I don't know. I guess I could see how a roof would look like here. I guess I could use a really tall one. Yeah, let's see. Part of me wanted to make this top part just a little bit taller. I wonder if this will even do well. So I'll have a little bit of a crown at the top. And then do I have any pieces to put on top of that? Oh yeah, I've got plenty. Let's just kind of see how that works real quick. Let's even see what my options are here for a roof. And then I should have pieces to fill that gap, I want to say. Yeah, look at that. See, now, but then the roof is like 2 times the height. Like that. But actually, that's pretty good. That's actually a good proportion. The fact that the roof goes up twice. I don't know. It kind of makes it more proportional than I thought it would. See, that's not going to work. Like, it kind of almost work. Wait. Is there a corner I could, like, wedge in there? Like a littler corner? No. But we also got I also have these, so I can do like another little top even. I don't know if that'll look good or not, but it pulls us inward more, that's for sure. Can I just keep doing that? Oh no, this doesn't really have like a stackable spot. But I believe I could still get a floor piece to go in there. And then, what color is this? I don't even know what color these roof pieces are. Pretty good. Nope, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's coming together. That's what it is. I gotta do those other balconies too. Don't mind that. These are like, I know I have floors that match these a little better that I can use. Something like one of these is like the same-ish color. So now we can do like a statue. We can see what other roof pieces are still available. This thing. Right? Is there anything? Wait, that's... These... Chat, something's wrong here. What's diff? What's wrong here, chat? What are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's a cool piece, but that is not the piece in the picture. What is this thing too? What about this? I didn't even see that. What? That's not the same thing in the picture either. It's like it's missing pieces. It's like this piece. It's like the same, but it's like it's naked. It's like it's naked. And this one's completely different than what it is. Ooh, that would be kind of interesting too, because it's red. But like that also... All I gotta do is bring that floor up more so that it's got something to sound. What do you think? Do I do the red? I think I do the red. Right? I think I work that onto there. As long as I could get it centered. Yeah. And then we do a pointy thing on top of that. Even. Right? Ta-da! What do we think? Let's argue less about Ninjago lore and talk more about the building lore. How do you fly? You can fly in Sandbox anytime you want. Or in Survival, if you have the flying fish sandwiches, it allows you to fly within your village limits. Oops. Got it. Oops. Whoopsie. Those are good. Now. These guys. These guys. And that should be... Unless I forgot some. Did I build all of those all the way around? Yes, we did. Beautiful. Still got to do like the interior and stuff. That's one big old building as promised, right? Epic Ritual Oil is going to be from like Lost Masters. You can even find it from Brutes, Bears, and Chaos events. I just hope... I think they've changed the render distances a little bit. Yeah, if I get about like this far away, like if I wanted to stand up here and view the village, we can see it. I guess it doesn't render everything out, but I think even you can't even see that door. But I'm gonna do my best to like build pretty much a little bit everywhere. I'm even gonna I want to build some sort of like little mini like tower things that'll go in the middle of here for a little extra effect. But otherwise, I think I'm doing a good job so far. I guess I could chill up here too. That's a good spot. There we go. I was gonna say I need a spot so I can pee. I'm muted. I keep doing that. I keep going. It's the second time today I've kept myself muted. Don't worry. Am I talking about anything important? At this point, probably not really. I'm talking to myself while I build. It's all the same, right? I want to go 8 spaces away from the wall. It's usually a pretty good measure. There. Now we can go with an 8. But what I was saying is this is why you want to build your floors like last, essentially, because this helps figure out the spacing so much better when you're doing the stairs. Because if you do the floors first, then you kind of got to do what I did for this first area where you saw me break through. But now the rest of this is really simple. Beautiful. And then here we can decide. Oh, actually, that doesn't work because it throws it right in front of that opening. Well, I have openings on all the sides. I guess on one of these, or I can move it back. What can we do to figure this out? I guess I can move it to the middle of the room. Because then if it's in the middle of the room, then I'll have space behind it. Redo. Oh, God. Okay. Praise the jump glitch. So we just do this instead. Beautiful. And then it's going to repeat that process going all the way upstairs. And luckily, all these are the same. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? Oh, it is supposed to... I see. Because that's part of the stairway there. There. That's where we actually want it. Ta-da! I'm gonna add like a little roof here, so you... Actually, it's kind of nice having the extra headspace in here. There we go. Why they're being so weird? Honestly, I'm not gonna put the corner pieces. I could, but I'm trying to save on pieces here, and if I don't even know if I'm gonna build like super complex interior stuff here yet, so we'll just keep it fairly simple, nothing too crazy. There we go. Oh. Now we're living in style. There we go. Whole thing is walkable now. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. Boom! But yeah, I'm playing in creative mode. On my expert world, this exact spot has a chaos event that spawns on it. So this would be a chaos event, but because I'm on sandbox and have enemies turned off, it's not even coming in at all. But an expert, I can't get it to go away at all. Put these back. There we go. Now I can start to do some of the outside detail for sure. Let's see. I kind of actually need to remove some of this, just that, and restart, because I'm probably going to do a different pattern than I started with originally. Let's just kind of start from scratch on that, and then let's figure it out. So that's Daigo's domain. We want wall decor. Now we also have these guys, which I'm thinking about throwing up. I wish wall stuff would just, they need to make a system. They definitely need to make a system. Let's see. Let's do this, because I want to figure out a good spacing for them, because I think I could fit 3 going across. I definitely can't do 4. And I can do those higher. If I go like there, what's that, like 3 spaces away from the edge? And like that's 3 spaces away from the edge, I think. And then if I were to go in the middle, oh yeah, I'd leave 1 space. It's actually great. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. So if I can remember that. 3 spaces away, like that. And then I never replace that corner. You know, I think down here I actually kind of want to keep those sharper corners, and then yeah, we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. And then we should be able to place 1 right in the center. Wow, I got that spacing down perfect, like the first time. Because that's going to add definitely, see how we're already getting some more color. So now, question is, oh, can I place, I think I can get 1 to go here in the middle. But then I don't think I can get a no. Oh, look at that. We can actually. Holy. Does it? Oh, this is going to get in the way. Wait a minute. Wait, maybe if I flip it, it'll... It's like the other side. It's like really close. I have this one, that one. I was able to get that one higher anyway. Perfect, okay. Oh, it does stick out a little bit there, but not much, right? Should I keep those? Keep it just like that? Yo, thanks. Thanks, friend. I think that's killing it. Could switch it up too with these other ones. I don't know if they'll fit the same, but all right. So happy for the vertical nudges. It makes life so much easier. Oh wait, can I place it higher? Oh, I think I can do those a space higher. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's adding so much more depth and color. Because I already have some tan here. Like, I already have all these tan pieces on these floors, and they're kind of a darker tan, but they match the tan of the top and then contrast that tan, too. It's adding a lot. It's adding a lot. Kudos to you for... building is... It's like drawing. Like, if you were into, like, coloring, drawing, painting, any of those things, I think anybody in those artsy areas could agree that when you enjoy it, you can just fall into it for hours without even realizing it. And that's definitely, oh, these are getting in the way. We can always put them lower or just not at all. That's not a big deal. That's okay. Yeah. We'll just go not at all there. It kind of, you don't want to go too repetitive too. That's the thing, is sometimes less repetition is better, because now we kind of have two, and then so it kind of gives you that pentagon kind of shape instead of just having... Yeah, that's solid. I didn't play the first night I played this game. Yeah, I played for like literally over 10 hours just on stream. 'Cause I also have to add lights, and I'll probably add some other wall-ish type decor. But for now, let's knock these out. Start with what you know. That's the other thing, is if you do get stuck, remember how I was telling you, remember how I had the back all open up before? And I was like, oh, I'll do this later. Here's a good thing, because you don't always have to do the repetitive parts, but let's say you get to a part where you're stuck, and you're like, I don't know what to build next. Well, at least you start what you know, and you can start doing the parts. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do for the other decor part yet, but I at least know I have to do this, so I might as well get moving on something, right? At least one part of the build that I know I have to get finished, that I know I want as part of the build, if that makes any sense. But if you're flowing and you're cranking out new ideas, then there's no reason to do the repetitive parts first. You could save those for later. I don't know why I keep switching off of it as if I'm not about to use it again. Sorry, my controls are all backwards. Nope. Let me down. Let me down. All right, those should be done now. Let's do just 2 on the top. Don't have to put it in front of the door. Just like that. Beautiful. Do I have those connecting to the same spots? No, I don't. They did all those ones the same. Right there, right there, right there. I put those ones higher than I did the other ones. I guess they technically... No, they would have to be... I think they were up further. That's the only way I was getting those on. See, in the middle, I kind of want to put some sort of statue or something in front of there, so I'm going to leave it. That, and again, repetition isn't bad, but it also is extra build complexity, and you could also be breaking it up with other stuff that you have. Like, maybe not any of these. Wait. Oh, I forgot this wall is silly, and I'd have to, like... It's actually going to be kind of annoying. So I will have to use like a sculpture here instead and just put it in front. Like something like that next to it would be great. I can even do that up front to take away from the more doors. Because I could put the doors in the back, you know what I mean? And then have these more from the front view. Oh, I forgot I have Daigo's domain selected too. There's all sorts of options to throw up here. We got, oh, that's a good option too. Could put it like off the wall. How are you flying? I'm in sandbox right now. Oh, I forgot I still have Daigo. Let's kind of take that away for now. Something like that. Do these make sense? I know I got a Ninjago fan here who's like, those aren't the same factions. Oh, they're definitely not, because these were from... Oh, wait. No, those are good. I was like, were those from Daigo? Oh, it's got to be pretty far out from the wall to work. That's not a bad idea. There's also little statue guys, too. Wait, why couldn't I... Why wouldn't I be able to center that, though? Am I going crazy? I also got to think about lights. Actually, that's kind of the next thing I should do before I get too heavy into the deco aspect. But those are the kind of things I can add to some of these walls and stuff. There's a clock. I don't know if necessarily weapons on the walls everywhere is like the way to go. That's a wall piece? Jeez. Yeah, let's do lights next. Let's do lights. I think I should do lights. Ooh, incense holder. Pretty. Ooh. 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 I think those are evenly, yeah. For that, like, the middle there. And then we could do, like, 2 think we go there. And like there. I think that'll be pretty even. And then just kind of one here. We don't need to do more than one. You'd think maybe 2 to fill that gap, but nah, I kind of even it out with where that one is. And then I think here is enough. Maybe I do a second one like somewhere over here. Like, let's just call it there. I think that'll be a good border. Oh, now it's actually light out. The worst time to do lighting. Can you do electrokinesis relic on the blasters? No, if it's an ability relic, you can't. It's like these are going to be my main form, maybe these ones, but I like these ones a lot. Oh, kind of forgot about that. It needs very specific supporting pieces. On those, I can't even place at the same height. I guess I just matched that one with that one. I think I could do those there in the middles. It's so goofy. Am I looking at the right spot now to do this? Oh, maybe that doesn't have pieces sticking out, or maybe... Oh, I am looking at the wrong spot, so we'd have to attach it like here. Where's the right platform there? Dude, nothing. This whole wall, this whole door wall is like stupid. Because I should be able to repeat that on these ones, no problem. Yeah, this one likes me. It's because of the way that these pieces, see how this one sticks out like another plate and it puts it like in a weird spot. So I'm gonna have to do something. I could put the same door there. That's always an option. We could put the same door as we did, which I think is honestly not a terrible idea. Right? Instead of the door, we just do the, kind of just keep it simple and do this thing. Because then we can do the lights the same exact way. Oh, I must have put those backwards or something. Oh, I never indented that back in either. Wait, why is it letting me place... Those ones so much higher, though, now all of a sudden. So I have these ones, like, right about there, I think. Yo, bro, how can you fly in sandbox mode or with the flying fish sandwich thing? Oh yeah, we're gonna replace the door. Or maybe it's also the way the door was facing too. I kind of have it memorized anyway where it needs to go. But if you have a flying fish sandwich and you eat it, you can fly within your village limits. That's looking nice. And see, will it fit on the window? No. But we don't need those there. Because what I should be able to do, like on these parts, let's see what my fix is. Because I have this, and I think... Oh, this is really, dude. These pieces. Nothing is at the right... Like, nothing is at the right face here. I can build there. Interesting. That's an axis I can build on. But here it's either too far or too close. Here it's just right. That's a really odd spot to put a light. So it's that level of the wall. And see again, it's the same issue. It's too far. Some of these pieces just have really weird dimensions. And it doesn't let you place it on the wall unless, in this case, it's this surface inset into the window. You'd think it would like smart snap, like wall stuff, like instead of being on like a predetermined axis, it would just like smart snap it to whatever surface is most available, or more than one even. Because I don't want to put more doors here. I don't need to. The only other thing I could do is a different wall that's like the same color. Like if I just do this'll work. So like for here, if we just go this wall, those aren't too much different, right? I don't think that's changing up too much crazy. That's the closest one I have. Or I could go with dark, like the light red and just match it. Right? That's the other option. If I can. But then that's a lot of red for this spot. So I'm thinking the white with the brown, right? There's also like a really dark brown all the way through. Oh, there's also this kind of more pillared brown one. That's interior, technically. So it'd be a little too short. Yo, what's up, Parker? Welcome back. Last time I saw you live. I didn't stream yesterday, but I've been pretty much live every day since then, yeah. Because this still gives me the white wall. It's a little brown at the bottom, but that kind of will match in, I think, anyway. At least for this bottom floor. And it'll allow us to put the darn things that we want to use. Wait. I need those to be a little bit more inward, though. Welcome back, Parker. I think we have it more like here, right? Yeah. There we go. Just waiting for the nighttime again to get another good look. So this one and this one we replace that. Did I get those at the same height? Yeah. Yo, your build is so cool. Thank you. We're working on it. We're working on it. Piece by piece, brick by brick, it all comes together. Wait, the lantern are not all in of the wall? I mean, I haven't got them all yet. I think I got them all now. I think that's all of them. The ones that I wanted to do there. Stop it. Stop. Dude, I hate that so much. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that's solid. Oh, I gotta do more of these things. Are you talking about these things weren't on all the sides? Because no, I did forget a side for those. I did just notice that. Maybe that's what you were talking about. It made me look harder and notice something. So you helped me out. I don't think this would fit, but I'm just kind of curious. Oh man, my neck is getting to me today. My old man neck. Basketball hoop. Right at the top. That's what it's missing. Right? Lego Pass, a lot of it's, all the builds are Lego Pass. A lot of the extra decoration was from the Ninja Tomes. But otherwise, I have also, now I'm filtering by, now I have no filter on. I have every single build kit and decor kit they've ever released. So I'm naturally going to have possibly more than you do. At least they, dude, remember when the plant section used to be this big? This is how big the plant section was for like a year and a half. At least they kind of doubled it. So I could be adding trees and stuff too. I gotta think of, that'll be some other areas, but so far so good. Oh yeah, the lights. This is where we gotta work. Now that it's dark out, I can actually place lights and kind of get a better vibe for them. Okay, so up top we should probably do some sort of big lantern. Ooh, these from the other kit are gonna match perfectly. Let's just keep it to this kit though for now. Up here, I don't think I should put these up here. Do you? They wouldn't look terrible if I went like kind of like the same thing I did on the bottom. Let's go like there. Why does that look off? Because it is. Do you think these ones, or do I contrast it with maybe like darker one, non-red ones? So they do have some different options here. Yeah, because I think those kind of blend in too hard, don't you think? Like you kind of lose yourself in it when you're like this far the red. Bunch of land. Yeah, I'll probably put some plants or something, or some tables, like have it like a patio area. Ooh, this one, right? Or is that too big? And like, I guess if I put them in the corners, maybe it wouldn't be too much. I've got this one too. I think that one would look really nice. Brown. Actually, I didn't even realize I had those. I should put those on the first. It was way too tall for up here. Maybe I do opposite. Maybe down here. Because I was looking for something to raise that. Didn't even realize I literally already had like a raised version. But that looks just as good. What about that? If I do... And I can kind of do the same thing I did down there up here. Take this, flip it that way. Go there. Go lights. Put that on the corner. Or is that too big? I don't know. This feels too wonky. I'm gonna go back. So I like mimicking and matching, but I don't have to. I think the black lanterns are going to be the way to go, because I could also use the black lanterns down here, so that way they're used in more than one spot. Yeah, it's way too big for the corner. I was realizing it too. I came to my senses. Like the brown ones are nice too. And they got little ninjas. They got swords on them, too. Lighting with some danger. I think those are more in the vibe, no? Red ones look the best? These ones? I don't know. I like them, but I already used them down there. And I like to switch it up a little bit. And again, I feel like I'll put them down again for... I'll leave it up to chat's thought, but I think they start to blend in a little too much. But then they do match. I don't know. I'm split. Because then I have the same in the top and the bottom, but then what do I put on... What do I put here? Because I don't want to put these again. I guess I could. No, that doesn't work on a building. I don't like that on the building. I guess I don't need lights for this. I can do more wall lights on this row, if anything. I don't think I need lanterns there. Like stand-up ones, anyway. I don't know. What do we think, chat? The lights on the left or the lights on the right? These, I mean, all these ones are set, but like as far as these lanterns up top. What do we think? Match or kind of... Because at the top, I think the contrast is nice because it's near the roof. So it kind of starts to match the roof more. Thank you, Mr. Cheezel. Thank you. See... Because what I also think I can do is... We go... I'm going to have to wait until it's dark again to get a real good look. Because I also... You got to think about distribution, too. You don't want too much or too little. Because I think that it looks... And then also during the day, you got to think about what does it look like during the day as well. And I think those stand out more than the red ones would. Because the red down here stands out because it's going against the stone when you're looking at them, or the grass for the most part. But when you put them up here, they don't stand out nearly as much. I'm liking this. Oh, okay. And then... I don't need lights on the roof part of it. That's solid. And then I do have ceiling lights, right? Should I throw one in the corner or something? Don't you think? Or do you think that's enough? I guess that's something for the wait for the night to decide, to see if we have enough ambient glow hitting the rest of the building. Because out here, I think I think I go with like these ones. Although, let me guess. I don't have a supporting piece to throw anything on. Yeah, I don't have like any supporting pieces. However, this is where these guys could come into handy, and I could always place them in the corners. I think that one's a little bigger, and it'd have to go further away. I think that could work. Do those right there instead of having them out here. I think just having them on the corners could be a nice touch, since I can't really put anything on these walls. What do you guys think about that? At least for this first floor. Wait, can I move that in another space? Oh no, I still have to build it pretty darn far away, otherwise it hits the hitbox. However, I did forget to change this piece. I just noticed. Did anybody else notice? Shh. And then I think last but not least, down here, I think we can finally go back and use these guys because I should be able to attach them. Let's see. Where do we want? We want like a consistent spot. You think higher rather than lower? Or I could go, ooh, in between. Yeah. There. There. It's not technically going to attach to the wall where you think it is, but this should cover a nice distribution of the bottom floor. Hello? Right? Not too many, not too little. Am I hitting the mark here? So I think that's enough light for there. The only thing I could think to do is, like I said, where's the ceiling one? If I could, like, do, like, one in the corner on each of those, I think that wouldn't be terrible. It's hard to tell where the middle is on each of them. Long ones? Is there longer ones in this? I guess I can look. Does look a little lonely there for some reason. Maybe there's a better placement or distribution that I can do. Maybe just as close in as possible instead of far out. I think that's the ticket, right? Just do it as close in there as we can go. I think that one can actually go closer. I think that should cover it, like, once I go all the way around with that tech. Like, I feel pretty good about that. Only night will tell. Oh, the neon bar? Excuse me. That's more of a horizontal one, but maybe up here. That wouldn't be bad for the top, actually. Oh, it will fit like that. Sick. That's actually pretty sick. I kind of like that. Let me see if I can move this piece lower, though. Oh, no, it bumps. I guess it goes there. Yeah, I like that for the top. It kind of is a good way to cap it all off. And it's the same color lantern for sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything there different. I think I'll just do something like these. That one looks lower for some reason. Guess I'll just match that. I couldn't put that one any lower than that. There. And then do we like that? I think that's pretty solid. Nothing too crazy for the wall deco there. By the way, do we like this little rug thing that I made out front? I can't even, it was made out of rugs, right? Where'd that one, was that Daigo's? Where did I, was that just a random one that I pulled? Out of my, where did I get this floor piece from? Or this rug? It's a rug, isn't it? Oh, no, it was a floor piece from the new Daigo, or from the new Ninjago stuff, duh. I used like corner pieces to make a some sort of entryway, kind of steppy way, so that it was matching the angle of this doorway. It was the only way you could, because otherwise, if you use anything square, you can't have it. Yeah, no, it was a floor build. I just don't know if I like the color. It's like dark brown and tan right in a spot where, like, I don't know, it's more of a blotch than anything. I don't know if I like that. It would look good like on the inside somewhere, but I'm not a big fan every time I look down at it. Oh yeah, we're getting there. I think I'm about at a point where I can, I think the lights are I think the lights are done. Now that the lights are done, I could pretty much go in and do some other stuff. Because, yeah, trust me, I'm going to spill it out. There'll be other stuff. Now I'm going to try to spread it out a bit, too. But otherwise, as you can see, I even have a spot back here that I pre-built. Like, there's going to be some sort of, maybe I'll put the dragon statue up here or something like that. Oops, not that. Where is it? It's not very big. I wish it was bigger. A lot of the statues aren't very big or monumental besides like the dragon one. But like up here, you know, we can throw something like this. Do like a little ceremonial drum setup up here or something. I don't know, just something to give it some pizzazz. Yeah, I could deck this out, all that kind of stuff. There's all sorts of options here. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but now that I got the main... We got the centerpiece done. So now it's really just a matter of doing everything else. But we are at the end of the stream. I am going to call it here. I got maybe 8 more minutes if I really wanted to push it. But I got plenty of other stuff. Yeah, actually kind of funny. Tomato head. Can I ask a question? Absolutely. Sorry if it seems like I'm not paying attention. When I get into building mode, I can get pretty distracted. Yo, Brickenstein, thank you so much. It can be whatever you want it to be. Why does that look so good? Like, why does it make no sense? But why does it look so fire? That is not the Daily Bugle. Epic. You can't tell me what it is. I'm just gonna leave that there to troll people for now. Oh god, I could throw Durburger stuff. We could throw all sorts of. That actually kind of matches. Yo, why does that kind of go hard though? Maybe I'll use that like a little restaurant. Maybe I'll like put that in, like make my own restaurant. That would be perfect. That actually, the coloring is good. If you just put this on top of some of the other builds, you can make yourself a little shop in Ninjago. Nanaman. Hi, y'all. Oh, there's the dragon head, too. Forgot about that. Bones, relax. These things are cool, too. You could use these all... Like, hey, Bones, relax. You could use sideways building with these. Or even upside down building. Shoot, this would make some really cool cave entrance type thing or something. Bones, relax. Stop. All right, it is time to call it, though. Bones knows. Bones knows it's time, but here, now we can look at it while it's all lit up one last time. Bones, please relax, buddy. Oh, I forgot to do the backside deco. I never did any of the thingies. I didn't do the backside bottom with lights or with stuff. Oopsie. But yeah, it's finished. No, it's not finished, but we're at a good stopping point here. Who are we raiding over to? The Daily Dragon. Bones, everybody hears you. Stop. Let's go. Oops. Clicked on someone. Miss Dimples? Let's do that. Because we went to Spixie last week, so let's spread the love some more. And also, they got some lower views. Miss Dimples, send him over there. Shenju, hey, Bones, please. Fun, we're done. I'm gonna give you a snack here in a second. I hear you. Can you show us your dog? Bones, he's being a loudmouth right now, and Winnie's there too, but he's just antsy. He's ready to hang. Yeah, I've been ignoring him for like 6 hours straight. I was working before the stream on other stuff for my sponsored stream, and then went right into the stream. So I understand his annoyance with me right now. I've been ignoring him all day, but I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. And if you're on TikTok, come find me on Twitch and or YouTube tomorrow instead. Bye, guys.